Matthew Schumacher is my name. So some things that, I mean, I guess I could, the best way to describe it would be comparatively speak what I used, or to comparatively say what I used to spend my time on and what I devote my time to now. It would be the difference. I think for years I was a musician, a professional musician in Nashville for almost 20 years. And back home in Michigan before that, even when I was a teenager, I was playing in professional bars and, playing on a professional circuit. But I think music was definitely an idol. As a person that called himself a musician, the comparison that I make a lot is to Satan, who was the worship leader in heaven and wanted the glory for himself. And he was talented in all these things, but he just felt that he deserved all the glory because he was making the music. And I really relate my old self to that my whole life was about not thanking God for giving me talent to do things, but that I developed this talent and I made this happen. And it gave me power and control over people when I would play. It was a very, very dark sort of spiritual thing. And so, and it could even be self-idolization, like thinking that I'm important because I can do this. And I think, obviously there's not enough time to tell my testimony, but I had a radical change. I've actually been through the Hope Center once and graduated. And I, much like Jesse, arrived atheist, agnostic, like, I don't know if there's a God or not, but I think it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, hocus pocus for weak people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the people that I had associated with in religious circles seemed to be hypocritical to me. So I felt like if those are spiritual people, I don't want to do this. I don't think God is real, because he wouldn't have followers that behave like that, et cetera. And so when I got to the Hope Center, I ended up, long story short, I was a musician. What am I doing here? How am I supposed to do this program? I'm reading scriptures that aren't making any sense. And then one day, they asked me to haul a refrigerator, and I was angry. I had to haul the refrigerator. I said, I'm too good for this. I'm better than this. I shouldn't be doing this. All these things, all these prideful things. And I ended up cutting off the 3 fingers on my left hand all the way to the bone, all the way out to the fingertip on that refrigerator. And for the first time in my 42-year life, I had lost my identity, because my identity was, I'm a musician. This is what I do. And now that was possibly gone forever. And that was, to go back to the first thing, surrender. God forced me to surrender. A lot of people have the experience in church where they feel the love of God and these kind of things. And my experience was very different. It was the fear of God. It was 100% a fearful, awe-inspired respect for, I'm not in control, God is in control. And my life was forever changed. I knew God was real. My fingers healed, and he gave me the gift back. And since then, I've used the gift only for worship, not for any other purpose. That's the only time I ever play, is for worship. And I think that's part of the way I devote my life now, is to worship of God. And I feel like Romans 12, 1 and 2, to not be conformed to the world, but to be transformed through the renewal of the mind in Christ. That's your true form of worship. And I think day to day, moment to moment, no matter what I'm doing, I'm trying to worship and focus on, what does God want me to learn in this? What does God, what does God want me to see that he's doing, leading me through things, trying to be in constant relationship with him, I think is a big way.
So